Okay, get this. 3 founders, 0 hires, and they're aiming for $30 million in annual recurring revenue. I know, it sounds completely insane, right? Well, today we're going to break down the tech that's actually making this kind of thing a reality. Let's dive in.
All right, so this is the post that started it all. It's from the CEO of a company called Swan AI, and he's claiming his startup is building, get this, an intelligence network of over 20 AI agents to scale to $30 million without a single human hire. This stuff is moving fast. To make sure you don't miss out on game-changing tech like this, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button for @BrandTechAuth. It's right down below.
So yeah, the big question on everyone's mind is how? I mean, how is that even possible? How do you just replace an entire company with software? The answer, and this is the key part, isn't the AI you're probably thinking of. We're talking about a whole new kind of AI, a huge shift in what it's capable of.
And that brings us to the core idea of this whole explainer, what's being called the agentic AI shift. You know, we're making this leap from AI that just thinks and gives us answers to an AI that actually does things.
So what is agentic AI? Let me put it this way. Think of the AI you know, like ChatGPT, as a super smart research intern. You ask it for info, it gives you info. Agentic AI, that's the project manager. You don't just give it a question, you give it a mission, and it just goes. It figures out the steps, coordinates the tasks, and gets it done, all on its own, with you just checking in once in a while.
Okay, this slide right here breaks it down perfectly. On one side, you've got generative AI, right? You feed it a prompt, it spits out content. Its job is to help you think. But on the other side, with agentic AI, you're not giving it a prompt, you're giving it a goal, a mission. Something like, go find me 100 new sales leads in the tech space. And its output isn't just a list of names, it's action. It's the actual process of finding them. It's not helping you think, it's acting for you. It's a huge difference.
And look, if you're thinking this is just some niche thing for tiny startups, think again. This right here, it's a leaked memo from Shopify's CEO. Yeah, that Shopify. One of the biggest names in e-commerce. When a giant company like that starts to completely rethink its hiring process because of AI, you know this isn't just a trend. This is a seismic shift.
I mean, just let that sink in for a second. The default question before even thinking about hiring a person is now, wait, can we just have an AI do this? That's not just a new HR policy. That's a complete rewrite of the rule book for building a company in the 21st century. It's a change at the DNA level.
Okay, so enough about the big picture and CEOs for a minute. Let's bring this down to earth. What does this mean for you, right now, today? How can you actually use this to get time back in your day? Well, let's talk about your new AI coworkers. This chart lays it out so clearly. Let's take something everyone hates, sales outreach. The old way, you're spending hours digging for leads, writing the same email over and over, trying to remember who to follow up with. It's a grind. Now, the new way, an AI agent just handles it. It crawls the web for leads, it writes and sends personalized messages, it follows up relentlessly, and it can even schedule the meeting right in your calendar. All that tedious, soul-crushing work, gone. So you can actually focus on the human part, on closing the deal. So when you start automating all these routine tasks, the email chains, the meeting notes, the boring data entry, the goal here is to save you over 10 hours a week. Think about that. That's more than a full workday. What would you do with an extra day every single week? What bigger problems could you tackle? It's a total game changer.
So where do you even begin? It's actually pretty simple. Here are 3 things you can literally do today to hire your first AI coworker. 1. Get an AI to join all your meetings. It'll transcribe and summarize them so you don't have to. 2. Automate that sales outreach and lead qualification we were just talking about. Set it and forget it. And 3. Use AI to build simple little tools or apps for your team just by typing what you want in plain English. Seriously, this isn't science fiction anymore. These tools are out there right now.
Okay, saving 10 hours a week for one person is huge. But now, let's zoom out. What happens when you build an entire company around this idea? When every possible task is automated? Well, that's the next frontier. That's where we're all headed, toward a fully autonomous future for business. And there's a pretty clear roadmap for how this is all going to play out. Right now, most companies are totally human-driven. We make all the calls. The next step, where a lot of us are now, is AI augmented, using AI to help us make smarter calls. But the real leap is to human in the loop. That's where the AI does the heavy lifting, and we're just there to supervise. And the final destination? Fully autonomous, where the AI is basically running the show.
This is what experts are starting to call autonomous business models, or ABMs for short. And in this world, your competitive edge isn't some dusty business plan you wrote last year. No way. Your advantage is the AI, a dynamic, self-improving system that's learning 24/7. It's like a chess AI that plays a million games while you sleep, getting smarter with every single one. How do you even begin to compete with that kind of compounding intelligence?
And it gets even wilder. When these AI businesses start competing against each other, we get something called synthetic competition. Then yeah, it's as fascinating and maybe a little scary as it sounds. This is where AI-driven companies fight it out at the speed of light, changing prices, launching marketing campaigns, rerouting supply chains, all in real time without a single human in the loop.
So what's the big takeaway here? It's that the very definition of leadership is changing. Your job is no longer about managing people. It's about managing the AI. You become the architect, designing its goals, integrating the different pieces, and basically protecting this intelligent system that's now at the core of your company.
So that leaves us with one last really big question to chew on. In the very near future, is your biggest competition going to be another smart human, or is it going to be a tireless, self-improving algorithm that never, ever sleeps? I really want to know what you think, so drop your thoughts in the comments. And hey, if you got something out of this explainer, a like and subscribe would be awesome.
Thanks for hanging out with me.